Hola amigos y amigas, you are now with Jocelyn and I am so excited to get into this video because I have 9 awesome prompts to assist you in envisioning, journaling, and affirming your higher self. So if that's something that you're interested, keep watching this video. And if you are into high vibrational content in general, you enjoy indulging in content that has to do with self-development, self-awareness, spirituality, books, and all of that good stuff, then make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. I would love for you to join this growing community so that you don't miss out on any of my weekly videos. Before we get into these 9 awesome prompts, there are a few quick yet important gentle reminders that I'd love to share with you and bring awareness to. So let's get into those. The first gentle reminder that I really want to emphasize, and honestly will one day soon be a whole video on its own because it's just so important, is y'all, you're already your higher self, okay? Your higher self is you. I feel like so many of us who are aspiring to become our higher selves are coming from this place of lack or this place of not feeling good enough because we think that this higher self is this far off, distant version of ourselves that we aren't already. And it makes us feel like we're not enough, or like it just makes us feel bad and icky in some way, shape, or form. And I just want to remind you that you're already your higher self. This is less about you becoming someone you're not and more about you becoming a more and more authentic version of yourself. You really have to see this higher self experience as an ongoing evolution that's going to take place your whole life. This is you becoming consistently a higher and higher version of yourself throughout your lifetime. So approach these prompts with that awareness and allow these prompts to serve as encouragement and motivation to continue to allow yourself to evolve, to continue to allow yourself to transform, because that's really what this is all about, y'all. We cannot become a higher version of ourselves if we're not allowing ourselves to shift, to change, to evolve, to transform, to transition. So allow these prompts and whatever it is that you answer for these prompts to serve as motivation, as encouragement, to keep going, to keep changing, to keep ascending into a higher version of you. Because who you are today is a version of you that a past version of you was aspiring to become. Who you are today was once a version of you that you were really trying to be. So look at it as an ongoing evolution that's going to take place throughout your whole lifetime. So y'all, you're already your higher self. I will touch more and expand more on that in another video, but I really just wanted to gently remind you of this in this video as we get into these higher self prompts. The other gentle reminder that I want to quickly touch on, and I will expand a bit on these gentle reminders in the description or perhaps the comment box below. So if you want to get more deets about these gentle reminders, then look down there, but I want to refrain from making this a super long video. So the other really quick gentle reminder that I want to bring up is that I encourage you to revisit this video, okay? This is a great video for you to revisit during full and new moons, when you are transitioning out of an old cycle into a new one, when you find yourself in a season of change, of transformation, and you really want to get clear on your direction and who you are becoming, and when you also feel like you need to be regrounded and recentered and reminded of who you are aspiring to be, because I know sometimes we need those reminders. We need to remind ourselves like, okay, who am I really trying to become? What direction am I really trying to head into? do these actions align with who I'm trying to be? So this is a great video to keep revisiting throughout seasons of evolution of your life. So I hope that these prompts really just assist you throughout your self-evolution. Again, I'll touch more on these gentle reminders in the description or perhaps the comment box below. So check those out if you want some more deets. But without further ado, y'all, let's get into these 9 journal prompts. What does a day in the life of my higher self look like? And really briefly, y'all, I totally forgot to mention 2 other gentle reminders that I really want to bring up. 1, be as specific and detailed as possible with all of these prompts. And 2, I really encourage you to be writing in first person and also in the present tense so that you're really affirming and empowering the manifestation of everything that you are writing down. So in this case, as you are thinking about a day in the life of your higher self, be as detailed and specific as possible and really act as if you are already living this day in the life daily. Like this is your day in the life as your higher self. So for example, you could say, I am waking up at 4:30 a.m. because it is so important to me that I have time to meditate and stretch and do some breath work before I head over to my Pilates class at 7. And after that, sometimes I meet up with my best friend and we go to this cafe and I order my favorite meal and I feel so grateful to have my delicious honey vanilla latte that I have the resources to buy, and sometimes I even am able to gratefully buy my friend her breakfast. Like, be so detailed and specific so that you're really clear on the vision, on the being of your higher self. And something that really helps me when it comes to the specifics are getting into the 5 senses. What do I see? What do I feel? What do I touch? What do I taste? What do I hear? So for example, like, what does it feel like to be your higher self? So it can be emotionally feeling, it could be physically feeling. Like, does it feel like expensive fabrics and Egyptian cotton and really high quality silk? Like, y'all, really have fun with this prompt. Have fun with all of these prompts. And I love this prompt because it can also just really get you thinking about the daily routine of your higher self. What is the morning routine like? What is the evening routine like? So y'all, get into all of that with this first prompt. What priorities does my higher self focus on? And this is really a prompt that is encouraging you to think about where you are investing your energy, because your higher self knows that your energy is an investment to be mindful of. So what are you investing your time and energy into? What are your priorities? What are the priorities of your higher self? Is it the business? And what about the business is important to you? Is it home matters, family matters, personal matters, emotional, physical, spiritual? Like, really expand on the priorities of your higher self and where it is that you are investing your energy into. What values does my higher self uphold? Now, I know that this prompt may seem similar to the previous prompt where we touched on priorities, but your priorities are more so like all the things that are first things first. These priorities are the things, the people, the spaces, the experiences, etc., that first and foremost have your attention, first and foremost have your energy, first and foremost have your focus. Whereas your values, the values of your higher self, are the core belief system the core foundation that is deeply rooted in all that your higher self does and all that your higher self is. So, what are the values that your higher self really, really upholds, really, really respects and honors in all that they do and in all that they are? What boundaries does my higher self have? Now that you know the priorities of your higher self and the values of your higher self, you'll have a better grasp and idea on what boundaries your higher self needs to have in order to really respect those priorities and those values. And I really wanted to incorporate a prompt that highlighted your higher self having boundaries because, y'all, boundaries are important and your higher self has them. It is so important that we implement boundaries in our life that honor our priorities, that honor our values, and that really assist us in our self-preservation and our self-evolution. So, what are the boundaries that your higher self has? Who is my higher self surrounded by? And this is one where, again, I'm going to emphasize you being as detailed and as specific as possible when you are envisioning the kinds of people that are surrounding your higher self. What do they do? What are they like? What are they into? What kinds of conversations do you have with them? How do they make you feel? And when you are surrounded by them, what are you doing together? What is that exchange like? What kind of interests do you share and values do you share? So get as specific and detailed as possible and really feel into the vision of your higher self being surrounded by these people. This is a great prompt to envision your soul family, people who really align with your soul. How does my higher self handle adversity? So, this one's really important because it allows us to really reflect on how our higher selves responds to conflict and challenges and obstacles in their life. And this also includes triggers. How does your higher self respond to triggers? So, all kinds of adversity that you can think of, because y'all, at the end of the day, regardless of how enlightened we are, how awakened we are, how much of our highest potentials we are always going to be encountering adversity in this life because it's just a part of the human experience. So, how does your higher self respond and react and handle these life adversities, the triggers, the tough conversations, the uncertainties, the breakups, all of that. How does your higher self respond to it? How does my higher self contribute goodness to the world? This is honestly probably my favorite prompt because it brings light to the fact that the highest version of ourselves contributes goodness to the world. When we are the highest, most authentic version of ourselves, y'all, we are living in our truth, we are living in our purpose, and when we are living in our purpose, we are contributing goodness to the world. We are positively impacting the people, the communities around us, the people and communities that are involved with our purpose. So, what impact is that? What does it look like? How does it make a difference in the world? And how does it uplift others? So, this is truly a prompt that gets you thinking about your life purpose, that gets you thinking about your passions, that gets you thinking about the most authentic version of you. Because, again, our higher selves truly make a positive, uplifting impact in the world. What does it feel like to be my higher self? If you ended up doing a few of the previous prompts that I just shared, then you really have a expansive picture and vision of who your higher self is. So with that vision and those details that you've already written down, you'll have a better idea as to what it feels like to be your higher self. And I really want you to feel into this prompt. What does it feel like to be your higher self? How do you feel being your higher self? Energetically, mentally, spiritually, physically, professionally, personally, relationally, emotionally, all of that. Do you feel confident? Do you feel empowered? Do you feel aligned? Do you feel authentic? Do you feel invincible? Like you can do anything? Like really get into it and hype yourself up on it. Like what you end up writing down in this prompt, if you end up writing in first person and in the present tense, like I am my higher self and I feel so empowered to do what I love every single day and know that I'm contributing goodness in the world by doing X, Y, Z. I know that as I am fulfilling my purpose and as I am walking this earth as my higher self, these kinds of people are impact. Like if you are writing that down in that way to where it's like, I am, and it's all in present tense, you're literally writing down an affirmation. Really, truly, if you answer any of these prompts in the present tense, then y'all, you just have got yourselves some amazing affirmations that you can be reading daily, weekly, as often as possible, so that you're really affirming this higher self that you are becoming. Why is it an honor to experience my higher self? And this is from the perspective of you having the honor to experience your higher self and also others having the honor and the privilege to experience your higher self. So why is it an honor to experience your higher self? And I really love this question because it really gets you thinking about how worthy your higher self is and how deserving your higher self is and how royal and beautiful and magnetic and just amazing and brilliant your higher self is, and just how much of an honor it is to experience them. And this prompt should really get you excited about becoming your higher self, embodying your higher self, because y'all, truly, as you are journaling these prompts, you're already calling in your higher self. You're already on your way to becoming all it is that you've been writing down. And that's something that you should truly, genuinely be really excited about. And that, my friends, are the 9 awesome prompts that I encourage you to revisit in new seasons of your life that will really assist you in envisioning, journaling, and affirming / manifesting your higher self. And remember, y'all, you are already your higher self. You are simply continuously and progressively evolving into higher and higher versions of you. So I hope that you loved this video. I hope that you find it useful. I hope that it brought you some light and it motivated you, it inspired you, and it brings you some clarity when you need it. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And again, if you're not already subscribed, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my weekly videos. And y'all, Thank you so much for being here. I'm so grateful for you. I'm so excited for your continued ongoing self-evolution into your highest potential. I'm so excited for you in all it is that you journal in these prompts. I so believe in you. I know that you're worthy of it. I know that you're capable of achieving everything that you deeply desire and dream of, because truly, if you can clearly envision it in your mind, I firmly believe that it is meant for you. So peace and blessings, everyone. I am so grateful for you all, and I will see you in my next video. Cheers to our higher selves. Bye.